Welcome to the Southwood County 2000 football field, folks. It's a special night. It's a special night because it's Hall of Fame night. It's a special night because Lincoln is 5-2 and in first place in the Valley Football Association West. 2 home wins, and they will be a conference champion, and they will be a playoff team. But Craig, it's a little bit misfortunate that we've got heavy rains, expecting heavy rains throughout the evening. It's keeping the crowd down, and there's no doubt it's going to affect the level of play here tonight.
Yeah, and you always, people talk about Rapids, Spash, or what used to be Stevens Point High School, and that goes on for years and years, and it's a special game no matter what the records are. It's kind of that old saying, throw the records out. But it's going to be a rough field tonight. I mean, it's going to be slippery. It's going to be muddy. It's fun to play in that, frankly. Anyone that played football will tell you they love playing in that stuff.
Really?
But it's going to be just not. It's going to hurt the crowd a bit. And I don't know if this is true or not, but they always said that it's a little better on the injury. I always thought if you would slip, but the ground is a lot softer than normal. But yeah, she's coming down pretty hard right now, and I think as the radar predicted, Milt, I think we were looking at it. Looks like it's going to be pretty much throughout the game, right?
That was the look that we got about 10 minutes or so ago. We're going to do our very best, fans. There may be some obscured views at times tonight, but trust us that Art's doing everything he can to bring you a great look at this football game. I'm Milt Van Atta. Craig Tim is joining me here on the commentary. Art Nepgetzik is our videographer and post-production editor. David Ballerstein is running the live switcher, and we welcome those folks who are watching us on Facebook, live streaming on Facebook here tonight as well. Just look at, you can see in your picture now the rain streaming down. We can hear it hitting the top of our booth and splashing off of the bleachers. Those who are here in the stands are hale and hearty because it's not a terribly cold night, but let me tell you, it is a wet night. The wettest game I've done in a long time here for Wisconsin Rapids Community Media.
And Spash in the white tops, the black pants, they're going to kick to the Rapids. The Rapids have familiar red shirts. And again, here we start, and had a gust of wind and already blew the ball off the tee. We're hoping we don't have any electricity, as they say, because there is
lightning would shut us down pretty fast.
And I heard somewhere, and I don't know if it's high school or if it's pro or if it's everything, that one burst that's close is an automatic hour wait. That's what they said on the radio today.
What is it, within 4 miles or something like that?
We hope we don't have that. We don't have any idea. We're not weather people, but we do know it's pouring rain.
Sure. Have not seen any lightning in the time we've been here, but we are facing the east, and the storm is coming up from the south and west. A squib kick. Fans, just hang in there with us because we'll give you a general feel of the game. But quite honestly,
that's a 33, I think, Milt.
Some identification.
32. Let's see here.
Is going to be difficult. Players in yard lines is going to be difficult. And in fact, we're going to watch the monitor and the shot that Art has more than we watch the field from the booth because of that. Shotgun formation here for the Red Raiders, and a handoff to the left side that gains I don't know that he got back to the line of scrimmage. The linesman on that far side, it says it's a gain of a half a yard, and that would have been number 28, Isaac Pilot, carrying the football.
And we're hoping this isn't. When we looked on the radar, we were getting some red and yellow, which usually means obviously heavier. We're hoping maybe we can get back in the green, if nothing else, but there's a great
gives
run.
Again, Pilot to the 35, and the Raiders will face about a 3rd down and 6 or 7. Craig, what are the limitations of the passing game when you've got this heavy a rain?
It's a visual, and it's also, you really worry about your receivers cutting and you and the quarterback, frankly, because you obviously have some type of cleats on there. A lot of times they put on different cleats because this is a grass surface. But the problem is, even when you're a lineman, you put your arm down and literally water rolls right down your arm. into your helmet, and at times you're going to have trouble seeing the person across from you. And I can tell you this field is so much better because when I was in high school, which again was eons ago, we played, and where they used to take the baseball fence out at Witter Field,
Right.
you would get sand.
Oh boy.
And that would get under your pads.
Oh.
And you'd go into the shower after that, and you'd hear men just screaming because it about tore the flesh off of your skin.
Fourth down play here. Pilot driving. I think the second effort got him a first down at the 42-yard line. Interesting decision there by Coach Biolo, that on 4th and 2 in his own end, he decides to go, runs a power play to Pilot, who's able to get just enough for the first down. So the Raiders move the chains here on their opening possession. We're 2 minutes in on a rainy river jug night here at Southwood County 2000. Big football game for the 5-2 Red Raiders.
And also, Milt, you wonder if just an issue with possibly just the snap to the punter. I mean, great.
Open field run. This might be a touchdown. It's Pilot racing down the far sidelines. He's going to go all the way.
And we have a flag down.
Oh, for the touchdown after he broke a 57-yard
flag
run.
Down, and it is holding offense.
Oh, boy.
Displeasure. Well, so much of trouble with footing, I guess, Milt. Huh?
Yeah, not certainly for Isaac Pilot. That play broke wide open, and that's your hope now moving forward. Rain is still quite steady, but a little bit lighter
It does
than
look
it
a
was.
little lighter. Can I be the first to say I really don't like it when it's dark at 6:30 already, Milt? And we haven't even turned the clocks back. That's the first weekend in November, isn't it?
Yeah, it's coming up, but not here yet, huh?
Because I know you enjoy it. But
here's a breakout
there
run
we go again.
After the 1st and 20, getting nearly 15 of that back is Nash Coombs. You can hear the unique cheer for him, similar to our youth, Craig, when they used to yell Coop for Cecil Cooper.
Yeah.
They yell Coob for Nash Coombs.
In your illustrious career, Milt, did you ever have any, either at church or in any?
Nope, nobody.
Not even yelling anything, huh?
Nope.
They didn't yell at you though either, did they?
I take the 5th. Here we go. 2nd down and 4. Handoff is inside. Nothing doing this time. Hit right at midfield and taken down. Again, Nash Coombs, the ball carrier. So it'll be 3rd down, and we're going to call it a long 4 for the Red Raiders. They've got to get about, just inside the 47. So we're going to call a 3rd and a long 3. Remember, the Raiders just went on 4th and 2 a moment ago, so they might be in 2-down territory if necessary again.
Might be a nice time for a pass too, Milt.
3 receivers in the set. And
or a run right up the middle.
Pilot is into the secondary and down to the 39-yard line with the 3rd down conversion. The Raiders move the chains again. And from the 39, they'll have a 1st and 10.
Great blocking at the point of attack. Clock is running. We're at about 8:10. Quarter number 1.
Pilot, short gain to the 38. He gets 1 on 1st and 10.
He's going to be a busy guy tonight, isn't he, Milt?
Yes, he will. We might be looking at a situation where he could carry the ball a couple of dozen times tonight, Craig, or more, huh?
Yes, I would think so. I mean, he's quite a weapon anyway. And on this type of a field, he's shown the weather obviously hasn't bothered him in the least bit.
He's got it again. Breaks out of a tackle at the 35. 1st down at the 30. And down he goes to the 27-yard line. It must feel even a bit strange to be back at home tonight for the Red Raiders. They've been away for a whole month.
Whole month, yeah.
I wonder if they've... I wonder if they've ever had a longer road trip than that.
What an odd, when we saw that schedule, we all kind of thought that was an odd, but it's actually happened to multiple teams. Even the college that I played for, they had the similar. They were gone for 3 weeks.
Nice block. Stepping to the outside at the 5, drives to the pylon. One official has him out at the 1, and one has him a touchdown. It's a touchdown for Lincoln on a 38-yard run by Pilot. And the Raiders, and one of the things, Craig, one of the many things that we'll talk about through the course of this game tonight is when you've got adverse weather conditions, play from the front.
Absolutely. He obviously hit the pylon, but it, like you said, one had him out, at about the 1?
Now we'll have Hep's extra point. And it's good. Nice kick. 7-0 Lincoln. They take the ball for 5 minutes and 5 seconds. And they drive it down some 67 yards to get the first score of the night. All runs on that drive, and Lincoln's on top 7-0. You're watching Lincoln Red Raider football on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. Short kickoff to the far sidelines. That ball's loose as it inbounds as the Raiders dive for it at about the 30. It is not. The kickoff there by Brock Erdman. So at the 33-yard line, Spash will start exactly where the Raiders did, at the 33, their own 33. We'll keep our eye on Colton Kashesky tonight. He had the big game in their win last week, and we're likely to see number 1 handle the ball a fair amount. Brady Wojak is the quarterback. He's number 9, and you see Kashesky in the 2-point stance behind him. Handoff is to Kashesky, and there he goes out across the 40 and taken down at about the 42-yard line.
Gruby on the stop, Mel.
They marked that initially at the 35, now at the 33, so that's a pickup of 7.5 yards. So we're going to call this 2nd down and 3. Delay it there. Kashesky fights through for near a first down at the 45. That really wasn't a hole, and he just delayed and tried to find something there. Did not. He's taken down short of the first down. It's 3rd and a yard. Kashesky at 6'2" and 192. He's a senior. So now let's watch Wojak, the quarterback, turn and give it to Kashesky. He's got the first down as he crosses the 45 and fights up the sideline to near midfield. Looks like they're going to
move the chains.
49, Craig. Pretty clear what the early game plan anyway is for Spash.
Absolutely.
If there's space for Kashesky, I think that's what they're going to do is run him.
Looks like they moved it just a tad, Mel. Looks like the front is just barely touching the 50 there.
Yeah, it sure does.
They're calling it the 50 on the board, so we will too. It's still pretty hard to see the. We can see the big line.
Rolls, throws.
Wide open, but he dropped it, Milt.
Incomplete on the far side.
Wet football.
There you see that we're midway through the first period, just under the 6-minute mark, and Lincoln's on top 7-0. So we're going to call this 2nd down and 10. Oh, loose football, and then a penalty flag flies. So that was a dead ball, false start. So in the end, nothing at all to get excited about, was there? 2nd and 10 will become 2nd and 15 after the mark-off.
Trying very hard to keep the ball dry, but I think that's almost impossible tonight, Milt.
Greg, do you know in high school, does each team provide their own ball, or is that just kicking game?
I do not know, Milt.
Now there's movement up front again.
Looks like we might have given them back 5.
Movement in the interior of the line. They did. So
that was kind of worthless, now that we think about it.
They'll just move it back to where it was, 2nd and 10.
I'm sorry, 2nd and 10.
Krzyzewski hit low and taken down quickly as he gets just 1 yard to the 49 of Lincoln. It will be 3rd down and 9 facing the Spash Panthers here. Pete McAdams is their head coach. He's been there for a while now. And this is the River Jug game. Is there an actual river jug, Craig?
Yes, there is. It goes back to each team. There's actually a black and white photo of it when it was originally filled with the river water. It's near the entrance to the high school field house here. And I'm assuming at Spash there's also the same. It's an old black and white picture. But the river jug does actually travel, as far as I know, back and forth.
I do not see it here. Maybe they'll bring it up.
Oh, I don't know if it's physically here, but I know it's it's at the winning school.
So the 4th down play, 4th down and 4 for Spash. I don't think we're going to see a lot of punting here tonight. This is Krzyzewski breaking 1 tackle, fighting and stopped well short of the 1st down. And Lincoln holds on downs, and they'll get it back with good field position near their own 43. And you see there that they will take it over with 4:50 to go in the first quarter after a 2-minute and 5-second possession for Spash. Your record in River Jug games, Craig, was?
Good question.
Played in 3, I take it, or 2?
Yeah, played in 3.
Okay.
We lost one 7-0, I remember. I actually don't remember, Milt.
Okay.
But I know one was 7-0. It was a great game over in Point.
First pass, Westfall's got it at the 50. Down the sidelines it goes. And he's marked out of bounds at the 42-yard line. That's our first Lincoln pass play of the night, and it's a productive one. 15 yards and a 1st down. Motion is by Coombs, but the give is to Pilot, and he'll fall forward to the 40-yard line for a pickup of 2.
Flag on the play, and also a injured Spash player, Milt.
Is that number 91? Yeah. 91 is John Bohanski, 5'8", 166-pound senior that plays linebacker. See what the penalty is here. It's against the Raiders in and 1st and 10 will become 1st and close to 18. Holding call against Lincoln. Mansell hands it off to Pilot. He's breaking tackles at the line, but is able to get just a yard or 2. We're going to give him 2. 2nd and 16 is coming up here for Lincoln. They're on top 7-0. Isaac Pilot from 38 yards on the touchdown carry. It's the first marker of the night. Mansell looks to throw. He's throwing for Westfall in the slot. Oh, high hit on Westfall at the 33. There's no penalty marker. The hit came after he had touched the football, but it was above the shoulder pads, but deemed a clean hit. So 3rd down and 16. The play was there, though, Craig.
Yep, absolutely. Always dangerous.
Yeah, when you're running into the middle of the field. So on 3rd and long, what do the Raiders dial up here? Westfall is flanked at the bottom of your screen. Instead, turn and give it to Pilot. He's free in the secondary. He's fighting. He's got the 1st down at about the 30-yard line. Just would not go down. And that extra fight got those final 5 yards that he needed and got the Raiders a 1st and 10 after a 3rd and 16. Down to the final 3.5 minutes here of the first quarter. You see they are exchanging footballs on a regular basis here just to try to keep it as dry and as tacky as possible. Pilot again. Can't break that 2nd tackle. And he'll be taken down at the 29-yard line after a pickup of 1. Raiders took over this possession with 4:50 to go. Steady rain falling, not the heavy rain that we had when the game first began, but it's still a steady rain.
We have some puddles that we can see in the lights that we've been kind of following.
And a timeout called by Lincoln. There you go. Art's going to give you the look there. That's the
nice night to long jump, isn't it?
Yeah. The track and field run up for the long jump there. Those are the puddles that we are watching tonight. You can see it's a light rain, and this is a manageable situation compared to what we had is really in the final segment of the ceremonies pregame and then the start of the game itself.
It's also homecoming, Milt.
Is it? Homecoming weekend?
Homecoming weekend.
Rain gear on the cheerleaders as well to our right, and plenty of the fans here on both sides. They came prepared tonight with umbrellas and rain gear and all sorts of protection from the elements. 1st and 10, second down, excuse me, about 9. Here's a throw that's batted down and incomplete. That one batted down at the line. Not sure who the intended receiver was. It might have been number 12, Nicholas Campbell, the slot receiver. Not sure, though. 3rd down and long. Raiders just converted a 3rd and 16. 3rd and 9 should be no problem, right? We'll see what they pick here. There's those cheerleaders. Give it right back to Pilot on the same play.
Flag down.
And Pilot's pushed out of bounds, well short of the first down. About 4th and 6 would be coming up, but instead here,
Wondering about holding. Yep.
now a holding penalty that's going to make it 3rd and double figures, if you will.
Spash decline it, can't they? Or not?
Did they? Now here comes the mark off,
Oh,
I
there
think,
they go.
with the dry football.
That leaves the Red Raiders on 3rd and 19.
Back at the 40.
40-yard line.
First down is the 21. 3rd and 19. Can you convert to 2 third and very longs on the same drive? That's what the Red Raiders are tempting and hoping for right now. Mansell throws and overthrows Coombs at the 15-yard line. So on 4th and long, looks like the Raider punt team is coming in. So that's live now. Okay. Thank you, David. Our live producer, David Ballerstein, tells me that we now have live coverage for you on Solaris Channel 3, Charter Channel 985, and at WisconsinRapidsCommunityMedia.com, as well as our live stream on the Wisconsin Rapids Community Media Facebook page. So now, oh, that one dribbles into the end zone. They were hoping it would go out of bounds inside the 5. The Raiders punt it away. Spash will take over at the 20. We apologize to you. It took us some time to iron out some kinks, but we are happy to report now that we are live on Channel 3 for you folks viewing on the Solaris cable system, Channel 985 for Charter subscribers, and at WisconsinRapidsCommunityMedia.com and the Wisconsin Rapids Community Media Facebook page. Milt Van Atta, Craig Tim, Art Nepgetzik, David Ballerstein, your crew here, bringing you Lincoln football. Play fake by Wojak, and he's rolling right. Caught, and then a big stick at about the 22 or 3 yard line. That looks like Thomas Gruby with the hit on the receiver for the Panthers.
2 minutes and a quarter, Milt. Exactly.
Raiders 7 and Spash nothing. Light rain falling at the Southwood County 2000 field, and
This is nothing compared to about a half hour ago.
Krzyzewski inside, and he crosses the 21 to the 22, but little doing. It's going to be 3rd down now. Oh, excuse me, the 25 to the 26. Beg your pardon. He got a nice pickup there of 5, maybe 6 yards, and so it'll be 3rd down, and well, we're going to call it 4. 3rd and 4, maybe a step past 4, but it'll be a long 4 for the first down. 2 receivers, 3 backs. Handoff is to Krzyzewski, who that last lunge, Craig, I think got him the first down. That was a strong run there. And he gets to the 32 for the first down. He's a big kid, 192 pounds
absolutely.
And a tailback.
And fast, too. Good blocking both sides of the ball, or both teams, I should say.
Similar in size to the Red Raiders' Isaac Pilot, who's 6'3" and 205. Both are tough to bring down. Wojak rolling out, has pressure, wants to set up the screen in the middle, and a beautiful job.
Ball's loose.
There's a fumble, and it is recovered by Lincoln inside the 30-yard line. That kind of was doomed from the start, wasn't it?
And Spash, if they look at that, they had 2 receivers wide open on the left side. That's a pretty risky one, especially when the ball is soaking wet.
Just right there, it was a middle screen to the tailback Krzyzewski, and that ball came loose. So the Raiders with that 7-0 lead here, final minute of the first quarter. Can they get another marker, this time off the turnover? Pilat, nothing doing. Back to the line of scrimmage and really no more that time.
That play were by number 70, Cole Wright, with help from number 8, Desmond Schomer.
Clock running about 30 seconds. Nope.
From the 30-yard line.
We'll get at least one more play.
Little bit, just looking at the goalpost, a little bit of wind. I don't think it matters either direction, though.
Pilat with room. 25-20. Lunging forward to the 19-yard line. And a first down for Lincoln.
For the Panthers. First down, Red Raiders.
And that will be our last play of the first quarter. We're going to switch ends and get the second. Well,
You have 8 seconds.
Clock's held at 8 seconds, maybe.
Oh, now they're moving it.
Well, we're going to try to run a
5,
play here. 4,
4.
3. Will they get a snap off? No, they will not.
So you were right all along, Milt.
Period ends on the strength of a 38-yard touchdown run by Isaac Pilat. Lincoln leads Spash 7-0, and they're threatening to increase that lead. They'll have a first down and 10 from the Spash 19 when the second quarter begins. You're watching live coverage of Lincoln Red Raider football on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. 7-0 Lincoln as we begin this second period. From the 19-yard line, the Raiders. Oh, did Spash jump there? The Red Raiders think so. It will be 1st and 5. The referee lets us know that it was, in fact, a neutral zone infraction. Up front for the Raiders, Matthew Schooley, Rhett Reineke, Mike Iverson, Aaron Parker, Chaston Verwink across the front. Now here's Pilat. Breaks a tackle, breaks a second tackle, drives to the goal line. It's a touchdown.
Great run. He's having a ball game.
I would think nearing 100 yards already tonight, given the fact that his touchdown runs cover face mask against Spash. Touchdown comes with 11:52 to go in the second period. 14-yard run for Pilat makes it 13-0. And Hepp will try to make it 14-0.
Number 28, Isaac Pilat.
And it's up and good. It's 14-0 Lincoln.
Second quarter. The score is Lincoln High School Red Raiders 14, Spash Panthers 0.
She's raining again.
Partial baseball score.
There.
The Cubs versus the Nationals score is 0-0.
There's the light standards on the east side. You can see the rain's coming down, and more than likely that it will continue throughout the course of this football game. So Craig, in all honesty, if you're the team that's on the downside of a score, at what point does a big deficit and these kind of weather conditions get to you a bit?
They really do, and it's especially when it's this early, because you're kind of in the back of your mind thinking, man, I want to get to the locker room at halftime and dry off a bit. But you also need to keep your focus, because you don't want to make this absolutely impossible to come back. But both teams are playing hard, but Spash just can't stop Lincoln no matter what they do. So yeah, it's really coming down again.
The personal foul face mask that occurred on the touchdown run by Pilat has been marked off on the kickoff. So Lincoln is kicking off from their own 45-yard line here. Spash has men back at their own 5. Short kick to the near side. Oh, and the Raiders were there first. It was number 42, Drake Biolo, who actually touched that ball first, and it would have been a good recovery of an onside kick, if you will, but he was unable to maintain possession, and so Spash is going to get the football now at their own 27-yard line.
That's twice tonight. It's almost as though people forget that's a live football, Milt. Great camera work.
So Spash comes out. 3 in a row in that backfield. Wojak, the quarterback, gives to Krzyzewski, trying to find a seam. And he fights across the 30 to about the 31 or 2-yard line. Nope, they're going to put him back at the 29. Pick up on the play of 2. Second down and 8. First minute of play in this second quarter. Lincoln's on top 14-0. Temperature in the high 50s with steady rain falling. Wojak still has the football. He's into the secondary at the 40. Breaks a tackle at midfield. Dragged down from behind at the Lincoln 44-yard line. Oh, I'm sorry. That was number 14, Andre Heiberger. Not the quarterback Wojak, but 14, Heiberger. He's listed on the roster as a receiver. So that must have been a wildcat play where the direct snap. I never saw a handoff,
no,
did you?
I didn't either, no.
Must have been a direct snap to Heiberger. Little trickery by Spash to get a big play. Now it's Wojak giving to Krzyzewski, and he barrels inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A quick 5 on first down.
Run down by number 48, Tyler Baldoff. Was help from
those Red Raider defenders are defensive linemen Peter Aspros, Austin Reimer, Frank Hartman. Linebackers are Cody Sawyer, Nate Hepp, Tyler Baldoff, the last tackler, Drake Biolo. Secondaries Dylan Ashbeck, Zach Wendt, Zach Langmeyer, and Tommy Gruby. Krzyzewski has a first down at the 32-yard line, so 2 plays, 2 runs, and a first down. So this is the best that Spash has looked offensively here tonight. They're down 14-0 with exactly 10 minutes to go, second quarter.
It's amazing how football is just a game of spurts, isn't it? And momentum. You gain it, you lose it. You gain it, you lose it.
Krzyzewski again, nothing doing.
Good defense there.
Nice job by the Red Raiders to hold Krzyzewski to the 31-yard line.
Peter Aspros on that tackle. Help from number 36, Cody Sawyer. Also
gain of 2. It'll be second down and 8. And a whistle. That is a false start against Spash. So second and 8 becomes second and 13. Normally on a homecoming night you'd have the court introduced at halftime. I wonder if that'll happen with the rain. I know some young ladies who would prefer not to get mussed by the rain and the wind. Fake to Krzyzewski. Wojak throws down the near sideline. Man's out there, and we're going to get a penalty marker at the goal line. That's Heiberger again. Andrea Heiberger going for the catch. Contact before the ball was there, and pass interference will be coming up here against Lincoln.
14, Andre Heiberger.
ball just kind of hung up there, and both players tried to position and get under the ball, but it was.
Markov puts the ball at the 21-yard line for Spash.
First down.
Their best drive of the night right here, right now. Krzyzewski fighting down to about the 17-yard line before Drake Biolo takes him down at the 18. So it's a pickup of 3. And it'll be 2nd down and 7. That scoreboard updates you on what's going on here in the 2nd quarter.
Spash with a 2nd and 7 from the 18-yard line.
Now Woyak on the keeper.
Pushing the pile.
Gets inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line. And so 3rd down and about 2. You can see a good look at the chain gang along the far side. And no doubt 2-down territory when you're down 14-0. Spash really needing a touchdown to work their way back into this one. Oh, nice penetration by Lincoln, and I don't know. I think he stopped short, Craig. Short by maybe a half a yard or so. Man celebrating there.
First I thought maybe the ball was loose, but nope, 4th down.
So 4th and about a yard to go. You can hear the Lincoln fans on the near side banging on the bleachers, stomping their feet. Krzyzewski, 1st down at the 10. He didn't get a lot past the 1st down, but he got the 1st down. And I think this will still be a 1st and 10.
1st and 10, yes. Just outside the 10-yard line.
Rolling out, Woyak throws short, caught at the 9 to the 5, and football recovered by Lincoln at the 5-yard line. Owen Zashewski caught it, and he got to about the 5, and the ball came out, and Lincoln makes the recovery and will take over at their own 5-yard line.
Huge play.
You know, just big. That's a sullen group now. That's the sidelines on the far side, and the Spash fans. They are sullen after that turnover in the red zone. Now it's Lincoln that's got to take care of the football, though, Craig. That's a, what is it, a two-edged sword that they say?
In the
Pilot.
Got another flag, Milt.
10, 15, and all the way up to the 20, but most likely coming back because of that yellow penalty flag.
Oh.
There's a flag on that play. You can bring the ball back.
Well, here's the bad news. Holding Lincoln. Here's the good news. When you're at your own 5-yard line, you only lose 2.5 yards. So it'll be 1st and 12 and a half.
Lots of holding tonight. I know the weather is probably. You expect some penalties, but linemen are actually standing right on the goal line, moving up a little bit. They're on maybe the 1.
4 receivers, no tight end, 1 running back, but Mansell spreads them out and then gives it to Pilot. And he gets the 2.5 yards of the penalty back as he comes to the 5. 2nd and 10.
In for the Red Raiders, number 40, Justin Weeble. And tackle was made by number 8, Desmond Schomer. Red Raiders are looking at a 2nd and 9 from the 5-yard line.
And they spread him out. And again, they give it to Pilot. Very short gain to the 6. 3rd down. And we're going to have about 3rd and 8 here for Lincoln. Interesting play call facing
Clock is rolling.
Coach
right
Violo here on 3rd down and long.
5-minute mark. So I think they may be taking. Nope, no, I was going to say maybe timeout, but no.
Audible.
He was looking at his plays on his hand there.
They're going to give it to Pilot. Gets to the outside at the 15. And does he have the 1st down? Oh boy, this is going to be close.
Ooh. He's brought down by number 8, Desmond Schomer.
Can't tell if it is, yes.
1st down. Oh, and just the 1st down.
It's hard to see the other side there with where the flag or the marker was.
So Lincoln able to move off their own goal line and push it out to the 15, get a fresh set of downs.
Because when we look that direction, it's almost like the lines disappear when you get about to the half midfield area, half part.
Yeah, it does, and it sure does. Oh, football. Penalty flag to boot.
Might have had. We have another hold. Boy, is that 4 tonight?
It could
5?
be 4 or 5. Yeah, a handful maybe, Craig.
I was thinking it might have been legal procedure because the running back came in from the side, but that was obviously fine.
So let's see where they mark it off from and to.
Kind of back to almost where we started, aren't we?
To the 8, yeah. So 1st down is across the 25, but short of the 26. So we're going to call it 1st down and 17 for Lincoln. Pilot, and he fights near the 10. And they're going to say he made the 9-yard line, 2nd and 16. Boy, more than anything else, you just don't want to commit the turnover.
You might as well take all the you have 4 minutes. You're just under 4 minutes. Just take all the time you want, don't you know?
Yeah, and just
don't do anything fancy. You have a 2-touchdown lead.
Ball management, is that what they call it?
That's very good, Milt.
Now that's Coombs. Inside shovel pass. He's got some room.
Ball went flying right to the Spash player.
Spash is recovered at the 19-yard line, and that's what we talked about.
Oh.
So now the turnovers
the ball just came flying out of there right to the Spash player.
Squirted out, and Spash gets it at the 19 with 3:35 to go in the 2nd quarter. Raiders wrap up home play and regular season play 1 week from tonight against the Evergreens of BC Everest right here at Southwood County 2000. Kashesky breaks a tackle to the outside, to the goal line, touchdown.
On Stevens Point, number 1, Hope Kaczynski on that carry.
One play, 19 yards.
3:28 Melt on the time.
(14-6) now in favor of Lincoln.
And the kick for the Panthers, number 3, DeAndre Porter.
DeAndre Porter will attempt to make it 14-10 to 7. And, hey, he's a left footer. Swings it through with the left foot to make it 14-7. Nice motion there by Mr. Porter. And the rain picking up just a little bit again.
Kind of looking at the middle of the field, it's starting to puddle a bit more.
We're not going to have a performance by Lake High School marching band or the dance team. We are going to have, however, our 2017.
So I think you are correct. Look at the light standard over there.
Yep, picking up. Picking up as Art gets a shot there.
Right at the start of halftime. So we have all the court members, including the miniature queen and miniature king.
So the band and the dance team is not going to perform, and I don't blame them a bit, but they are going to do the homecoming court, I think is what we just heard.
Yep. So the umbrellas are up and the rain's coming down.
Yeah, and it's coming down.
14-7 Lincoln.
Water your garden, Milt.
That
never was a concern.
No, it wasn't. But I'm thankful for the rain. I've heard that it was getting dry. Here's the kickoff return. The 35 into the secondary. On his way into Spash territory is Nash Coombs, all the way down to near the 35-yard line. Boy, that little guy makes some big plays, doesn't he?
Absolutely. And
there's a place for little guys in this game, Craig. 5'6" and 145.
That's little? Oh, I guess it is. Yeah.
That's what they've told me my whole life. So Lincoln gets the great kickoff return, and
just what they needed.
They're threatening here to get that score right back. 14-7 Lincoln. From the 38 of Spash. Mansell in the pocket, throws incomplete. For Westfall to 25-yard line. A couple of the Spash defenders. Oh, there was a chance for an interception, but
3 people could have caught that. 2 in white and 1 in red.
2nd and 10.
Lots of time. Still have 3 minutes.
Remember now, Lincoln has used 1 timeout, so they've got 2 available to them. Pilot in the backfield, smothered and taken down for a loss on the play. So 3rd down and almost 13 coming up as we click under 3 minutes to play in this 2nd quarter. Live coverage coming to you on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media. Long play call here. Might be in need of a timeout because it seems to be taking a great deal of time to get this play call in.
Because the clock is running.
2:26.
Now they are calling time.
And timeout. Timeout the call. (14-7) is our score. Lincoln is on top of Spash.
That's Wisconsin Rapids' 2nd timeout.
There's the Hale and Hardy on the home near side. Yeah. So with the rain coming down hard once again, Lincoln faces 3rd down and almost 13. We're going to call it 3rd and 13. They've got to get inside the 29-yard line. fact, inside the 28 to almost the 27. Fake is to Pilot. Throwing it short. It's caught at the 30 and diving near a first down. That catch was made by Justin Wafel. That's the
Number 40, Justin Weeple.
That's the first time this year I recall him getting a touch, and he makes a big one. A catch that gets them to within 2 yards of the first down. So Lincoln, with a minute 59 for the quarter, has a 4th down and 2 at the Spash 29-yard line. Oh, some anxious defenders there get back on side. Long snap count here. Are they looking to draw them off? Well, whatever the intent was, the end is that it's a timeout, and the final timeout of the half for Lincoln. So now with the ball 4th down and 2 at the 29, they have a minute 41 and no timeouts left. As you look at the east side bleachers, that's the visiting side, so those folks come down from Stevens Point area, and it is raining hard right now. Maybe the hardest it's rained since the game's begun.
It's just like we're having little pockets of real heavy rain. It is, like you said, Milt, it means business, as my dad used to always say. Yeah, it really means business.
And I'm sure your dad was an astute weather watcher, given his profession.
And he
was out in it no matter what.
Yeah, neither rain nor sleet nor dark of night or whatever.
4th down and 2 for Lincoln. Big play late in the half. Pilot, first down. Into the secondary. 15, loose football. Who's got it? Still loose. Still fighting for it. And the Raiders are back on it at the 5-yard line.
74.
Penalty flag. Referee is waving a flag back here at the 30-yard line. Now he's signaling first down Lincoln. Why did he wave that? Did you see him wave that flag?
No, I did not, Milt.
He just held. He didn't throw it. He just waved it. I don't know what that was. Oh, okay. Art saw it also, and he doesn't have a certain explanation, but maybe it just fell out of his pocket. Say he was picking it up. No infraction. I'm picking it up, or it fell inadvertently. Whatever. The end result's Lincoln's got a 1st and goal at the 5. Pilot has 2 touchdowns. Will he get the chance for a 6th? He will, but he is taken down after about a yard at the 4-yard line.
Brought down by number 44, Jack Kelly.
That tackle made by Jack Kelly. The linebacker just jumped on his back.
With no timeouts, Milt.
Now you watch that clock tick down to about 50 seconds. As Craig has reminded you, no timeouts for Lincoln.
Come on, you guys, the clock's running.
14-7, Lincoln is on top, threatening. Low snap, give it to Pilot. He's fighting, he's driving. He is sent back at about the 2-yard line with 33 seconds for the half. 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Clock rolling here. Mansell giving the play to the Lincoln offense. Inside, nothing doing on that run. Maybe even a short loss, and Lincoln wants to get off a field goal here with 7, with 6. Hepp is on with 5, with 4, 3, 2, 1. Got it off and got it through.
That was huge.
At first, I didn't know about that call, Craig, but they got it off in time and they got it through. It is now 17-7 Lincoln on the strength of a 21-yard Nathan Hepp field goal. So it is halftime, and we're going to take a break. We're going to protect our equipment from the rain, and on our live broadcast, we'll be back in about 18 to 20 minutes. On our tape-delayed broadcast, we'll be back just like that with the second half. It's Lincoln 17 and it's Spash 7 as you watch Lincoln Red Raider football on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media.
sprint tonight.
As time expired in the first half, they got a 21-yard field goal from Nathan Hepp to extend their lead out to 10. And now Lincoln will be kicking off to Spash to start the second half. And I would think, Craig, that your biggest concern now is that wet football, because as we got deeper into the second quarter, we saw a lot of fumbles. Lincoln fortunate to recover a fumble at the Spash 5 in that last drive that produced the field goal. And right now you're just at a place where you could work hard on a long drive and have a ball squirt loose. It's going to be a big deal, I bet, in the second half.
Yeah, and but what a great kick. We didn't think he'd have enough time to get it off, but they did, and great kick. And those 3 points are huge, to say the least. But Milt, it is really pouring again.
Props to Mike Iverson, who's the center, and Zachary Wendt, the DB, who's the holder, as well as Hepp, who is the kicker on that field goal at the end of the half.
And we'll see how Spash reacts. It's very disheartening, to say the least, and the weather just gets worse when you're behind, like you mentioned. And if this is a little pooch kick, kind of like we saw in the first half, well, I think sometimes Spash forgets that that's a live ball when it goes 10 yards.
Short kick to the middle, picked up at the 35 and returned to about the 43-yard line. John Bohanski, good to see him back in the game. He left with an injury earlier tonight, so happy that he's back out there and playing. 17-7, Lincoln. They're looking now to pick up their 6th win of the year. Their goal is well beyond just being playoff eligible. Their goal is to win the Valley Football Association West and head into the playoffs with a good seeding, because they finished 7-2. That's what they're looking at right now, with 6 periods of football to go in the regular season. Everest is here next Friday night to close out that regular season. So Spash takes over. Good field position at the 43. Kaszewski hit at 45, spins back and fights close to the midfield marker. Among those on the tackle, Frank Hartman. Second down and 5. It's really not that uncomfortable from a temperature standpoint tonight.
And
It's wet. That's the big deal. Play fake. Woyak rolling out. Has Biolo chasing him to the corner. Very near a first down at the Lincoln 48-yard line. We'll see where they mark this one. I think it's going to be about a yard short of a first down.
32 at the 49-yard line for the Panthers.
Brady Woyak is a senior, 6'1", 196-pounder. What will he do here on this third down and a yard play? Opening possession of the third quarter. Oh, bobbled snap. They give it to Kaszewski, and he has the first down at the Lincoln 45.
Ball's on the 45-yard line. Brought down on that play by number 77.
There you see some of the rain droplets on the window here of our press box.
I'm trying to.
David's out there right now trying to clear some of them away.
I'm trying to save your coat, Milt, but it's kind of stuck down there.
Well, I'm sorry,
No,
Carter.
you're not bothering me.
There we go. Can you?
Oh, there we go.
All righty.
I felt like I was disrespecting the Brewers, and that wasn't good.
You don't want that to happen.
No. They're coming off a great year.
So, short run there that nets 3 yards to the 42-yard line. 2nd and 7 for Spash. The score gets them right back in it, and we have quite a second half ahead of us. But Lincoln would so like to get a turnover or a stop and maintain this double-digit lead. Low snap to To the far side, Krzyzewski. I don't think that's Krzyzewski 1. I think that's 10, isn't it? No, let's see if I can. No, it's 1.
It's 1, yep.
Yep, Colton Krzyzewski. And
Well,
he's got
hard,
a first
it's so
down
hard to see over there.
at the 32-yard line.
It's still raining, but it looks like it's let up quite a bit.
It has again right now. And it would be okay if it stayed that way for the remainder of this this football game. Krzyzewski coming near side, has an alley. 25 at the 20. Stiff arms and rolls over a would-be tackler. And he steps out of bounds at the 11-yard line. What a strong run, especially there at the end. Zachary Langmeyer just overmatched by Krzyzewski on the stiff arm. And now Spash is back knocking at the door at the 11 of Lincoln. We're going to call it the 12, excuse me. We're going to call it the 12-yard line for Spash. (17-7) Lincoln. Krzyzewski through the middle, breaks outside to the right, and he's down to about the 3-yard line, 1 yard short of the first down. It'll be 2nd and 1. 3 minutes into this Spash drive, they have a 2nd down, and they're going to mark that ball back at the 4-yard line.
We have officials timeout. I think we had a player.
Maybe an equipment issue, Krager?
Something, yeah.
The player leaving the field is Seth Toseth, 6'3", 264-pound senior lineman. Trying to
Thank you,
move in a little bit for you, Craig. Trying to
get the
fit
door
in our booth here, folks.
We're
2nd down for Spash. It's the keeper by Woyak, and he is in for the touchdown.
Number 9, Brady Williams, quarterback keeper.
Actually, I'm going to take that out. I don't want anybody to trip over it.
8:43 remains in this third quarter. Woyak on the 4-yard touchdown run. It is 17-13, and the left footer Brett Ayre is going to, no, Ayre is holding it for, we have a whistle. Offside against Lincoln.
Number 16, Brett Ayre.
There you see that it's actually Keandre Porter who acts as both place kicker and punter for Spash. We haven't seen a punt tonight. We had one punt? Maybe
I don't remember one.
I don't think so. Anyway, that's a moot here. Porter is attempting to make it 17-14. And he does. 17-14. Lincoln's lead cut to 3. But they'll get the ball for the first time here tonight in the second half. So the momentum swings back to the east sidelines and to the Spash Panthers.
We have a winning 50-50 raffle ticket here, but pull out your red tickets. Someone's going to go home tonight.
There you look to that far side and the Spash faithful and the light rain that falls. It's pretty much been at least this much rain throughout the course of the evening.
3377751. Let me read that one more time. 3377751. Come up to the press box and claim your $238.50.
Nash Coombs is dropping back with Nick Campbell. Raiders to get their hands on it for the first time in the half, now up by 3. So how big's that field goal at the end of the half, Craig? Kick that comes to the sidelines and goes out of bounds. So Lincoln will end up with good field position out of this kickoff.
We have a winner. else from playing Pittsburgh Rebels that should help our student athletes.
From the 35, Lincoln with Jacob Mansell at quarterback. One running back, that's Pilot. 3 wideouts.
Let's go.
That's what stopped play here, I don't know. 1st and 10, Lincoln. Drive starts with 8:42 to go. 3rd quarter. Pilot breaking tackles, tough run to the 37-yard line. Gets a couple there. That's about all. Going to mark that ball closer to the 37 than the 38. So as you look across the bow of Jacob Mansell there, you can see some of the soft areas that are starting to accumulate on the field. Mansell on the keeper to the 40. And he's dropped down there. It's going to be a 3rd down and 5 for Lincoln.
Yeah, it's right, like you said, right in the middle of the field. It's really sloppy.
Yeah, especially between the 35s is where it's starting to get.
Oh, we're changing balls, I think. Nope.
Starting to get a little bit chewed up and a little bit soft.
Oh, a great throw by the official to the sideline. Incomplete.
Mansell still has it. Stopped short of the 1st down at the 43. Now here's
now
your
what
chance.
Do you do? Yeah.
Oh, no. That was my question, Craig.
Yeah.
Art says you go. There's no question in his mind. You go on 4th and 2. And
I think you go, too. We'll see what...
And that's exactly what's going to take place here. Lincoln lines up to go for it on 4th and 2. And Mansell ties his shoe.
As the rain comes down
again.
Heavy.
Oh, Pilot's got it. Grinding. Has he got the 1st down? No, he does not. You watch the official walk in, the line judge. He needed to get a smidgen past the 45, and he's marked short of the 45. And so the Spash Panthers celebrate on the far side because they have scored a touchdown. They get a stop on downs, and now they are in Lincoln territory at the 44-yard line.
And what you said, Milt, about the ball is exactly right. That slipped through 2 hands there.
You just gotta believe,
just gotta,
at some point this game's gonna be determined on a ball that squirts out of somebody's hands for somebody in the 2nd half of the 4th period. From the 45, we're going to call it. Woyak still has it. 40. Thrown down at the 40-yard line. Open field tackle was made by Dylan Ashbeck.
Number 2.
Dylan Ashbeck.
2nd and 5. Right at the 40.
Krzyzewski. Short of the 1st down, inside the 40 at the 36. It's going to be 3rd and a yard and a half.
You just kind of think we're in 4-down territory all the way to the end, each side, don't you?
Oh, the kick.
Depending upon how close you are, but I mean,
if the passing game is tenuous, Craig, what will the kicking game be?
From anything but close.
You got that snap, you've got the hold, the kicker who could slip, all kinds of things there. 3rd and short, we're going to call it a full 2. They turn, give it to Krzyzewski, who drives inside the 35. And
going to be close.
I don't know.
Going to be short, I think
he's short by about a half a yard, yeah. And it will be. There it is.
Yeah, and I think they're going.
A minute ago, you saw Lincoln go on 4th down, and Spash gained the momentum because they stopped them. Well, as we reach the halfway point of the third quarter, 6 minutes to go now.
And
It's
Wowak is
fourth
back
and a
in.
yard.
Wowak is in.
The Lincoln faithful stomping. Wojak on the quarterback draw. First down and more, and he's thrown down at the 24-yard line. He had some open room in the middle of the field before Zachary Went brought him down.
That
Craig.
was really a nice fake there, Milt. He had
Ball fake, yeah.
ball fake,
Yep.
and he had most of the Raiders going to their left and Spash's right, and off he went.
So at the 24, Spash can tie it with the field goal, take the lead with the touchdown. 17-14 Lincoln, middle of the third quarter. Now it's Wojak again trying to get to the edge. He's hit, he's taken down in the open field. Beautiful job there by Tommy Gruby. Wojak will get a yard and a half or two, but man, if that play's not made by Gruby, he's got 10 or more, I think, Craig, on that edge. There was some room out there for him.
What are you calling that, Milt? About the 22?
Yeah, 23-yard line. Second down and 8.
And man, it is pouring again.
For about the third time tonight. Turn, Krzyzewski trying to find room in the middle. Has some. He is inside of the 20-yard line to, well, about the 19 or so. So the rain's going to force us to bring our window down. We ask you to excuse us and the reflection marks from the rain droplets, but we also need to protect our equipment, and it rains heavily inside the booth, and so we apologize for that now. So here's the third down play. Keeper by Wojak in the middle. He has the first down at the 11-yard line. 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Spash, which trails by 3, has taken it to the Lincoln 12 after the fourth down stop, and they will have a 1st and 10 there. Remember, there was a possession in the second quarter of the game when Spash fumbled it at the Lincoln 5, and that was a big
Boy, is
point.
that huge, right? Wow.
Yeah, if they get the points there, that's quite a different football game right now. Two receivers near side. The backs Krzyzewski and Zaszewski.
The play. Too much time.
And a penalty marker here against Spash will cost them 5 back to the 17-yard line.
Ball back to the 18-yard line.
And Milt, as we know, this field is going to be a doubleheader because Assumption plays here tomorrow afternoon.
It's going to be a little bit.
If it keeps doing this all night, it's going to be a wet, muddy mess. Play what? Owen Withy, right? You said
Owen Withy, yep. Now Wojak, nope, it's handed out to the outside. Tough run here, all the way to the end zone and a touchdown. It's Krzyzewski, and Spash takes the lead.
That's a touchdown for number 1, Kokozuski.
Right at the 3-minute mark.
Had multiple attempts. They just could not get him down.
That's an 18-yard touchdown run. And it's 20-17 Spash. Porter will try to make it 21-17 and give Spash a 4-point lead here. And even though that was a delayed hold and a near block, it goes through for the point after. Spash has moved on top, 21-17. And Craig, we remember when Lincoln had a 14-0 lead in this football game. They've been outscored 21-3 now since that point in the first period.
And you mentioned the observation of the players appearing to be down, so to speak. And now you look at the Spash players, and you know they're jumping all over the place. And you look at Lincoln, and Lincoln just needs to kind of regroup here. Need a nice long drive.
Pilat scored with 11:52 to go in the second quarter to make it 14-0 Lincoln. So since the opening seconds of the second quarter, now representing almost 2 full quarters, Spash has outscored Lincoln 21-3.
And we'll see what they do on this kickoff.
Man, guys, where's the defroster? We got to turn on the defroster on these windows here. Short kick covered at the 32-yard line. That's linebacker Drake Biolo. So, Craig, we will miss you tomorrow, but you are the voice of the Nakusa Pumpkin Fest.
Yeah, I share those duties with my buddy Dade Grody, and it's going to be a wet one, Milt. We've had 95 degrees. We've had beautiful, perfect weather. We've had snow. We've had sleet. And it's always the first full weekend in October. So I'm kind of hoping we get, well, it's rain or shine, but kind of looks like rain to me. But and it's a 2-day event, too. So they're claiming that tomorrow afternoon it might break, and then also Sunday's supposed to be beautiful, but we'll see.
Oh, through the hands of Nash Coombs.
Well, again there, Milt, you talked about that ball was thrown a little high, but I think that has to be a slippery ball there, Milt.
There was some room there for Nash had he been able to make the catch, but you can imagine how slick that ball felt to him as it came out.
I know at the end of the Brewer games, the people get to run the bases. Are you going to just like do a 100-yard sprint for fun?
No, I'm sprinting to the car is where I'm sprinting.
Your chauffeur is coming, I'm hoping.
I'm hoping, man. Pilat's got some room. Loose football. He gathered it back in at about the 37-yard line. He's short of the first down, but you could just see him trying to regather that football for a moment there.
Okay.
Third down and about 5. 4. Oh, they're going to move that marker up to make it 3rd and 4.
That's okay. I'll put my foot there.
Oh, Pilat hit in the backfield, smothered back at the 34-yard line. That's a loss of about 4. So now this isn't 4th and short anymore, Craig, and the punt team's going to come out.
What we're doing, Milt, is we're probably distracting you. Sorry, we are trying to
defrost the windows.
We're trying to defrost, yeah. In your car, you just flip the switch, but up here, I'm being a door stop, which some people say is probably above my mentality, but that's, okay.
Lincoln to kick it away. Dangerous.
Nice punt.
Situation here, and a beautiful punt that hits at the 23 and goes out of bounds at around.
Oh, we have
23-yard line.
An injured Raider that's hopping off.
Is that 82 or 92? Help me out if you can. Oh man.
82, Milt.
Okay.
That's looks like a leg, of course.
Oh, that's Garrett Wiernick, defensive lineman, junior. Oh, and he is in big pain. Oh, feel for Garrett right now. Don't know how that happened on that play, but he has suffered an injury. So Spash has the 4-point lead in the football. We're under 1:40 for the third quarter, Krager. Big stop here needed by the Raiders. Some room along that far side, up to about the 28-yard line. Art's trying to get a shot. There it is. That's Garrett Wiernick, who's underneath the bench there. And it's his left leg that they are attending to. About 3.5 on the first down carry for Spash. So they're going to have a second down. We're going to call it 7 here. Their own 27. Final minute of the third period. Whistle stop play.
That'll be 5 Spash, I believe.
Now's the
yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Now's the time for a big play. Turnover, some sort of big play for this Lincoln defense. Take advantage of that wet football and maybe get a short field here. Apply some pressure defensively. 2nd and 12. Krzyzewski.
Boy, he
hard yards.
Just a workhorse. He's
hard yards to the 27.
Both sides tonight, both Lincoln and Spash, their running backs have been just absolutely outstanding tonight.
3rd and long. 3rd, and we're going to call it 8.
Oh,
another penalty marker.
We didn't even see the flag from up here. That's a biggie, too.
Marked all the way back to the 14-yard line.
I did not. Did you see
No, I didn't, Craig. I
didn't even see the flag, but...
Look at this. First down's all the way up here at the 34. Keeper Woyak throwing, has a man, and it's incomplete, and a flag.
Yeah, it was holding there, Milt.
Think that defender had a handful of jersey, did they?
I think they're going to call that, yes.
So will that be...
Is that from the spot? I get it all mixed up. I should learn that one of these years.
Defensive holding. Now, we'll see about the mark-off here.
Could be pass interference also.
He did the holding signal, Craig.
Oh, okay.
I just don't know if it's an automatic first down in high school football or not. It's not.
It's not second yet. So.
That's the good news. It's a 10-yard penalty, but it's not an automatic first down. So it's 2nd down, and we're going to call it 11. 20 seconds to go in this 3rd quarter. Just straight ahead they go with Krzyzewski. And he makes the 27-yard line.
I think they're going to let it run into the 4th quarter, Mel.
Likely the
Down
final play.
Yep, 3-2-1.
So Spash wins the 3rd period by a score of 14-0 and leads after 3 by a score of 21-17. We'll be back with what should be an exciting 4th period from the Southwood County 2000 field. You're watching Wisconsin Rapids Community Media coverage of Lincoln Red Raider football. Big play here. It's 3rd and long for Spash. They're up by 4, and Lincoln in need of a stop. The ball is at the Spash 27. Woyak turns, gives it to Krzyzewski. Fighting through the line across the 30. He comes to the 32-yard line, but he's 2 yards short of a first down. Would you dare, Craig?
Oh, I don't know.
Run a 4th and 2 play? I don't see any special unit coming on the field for Spash. I think they're going to go unless they want to see. Now, as you look at your picture there that Art has for you on the left, look at how that field is dug up there. You see that big old divot there, Art? There you go.
It is a first down, Milt.
A first down? Okay, my mistake. No decision to make then. He got further than I thought he did.
I didn't see that either.
So, huge first down.
You can sure tell it's raining, can't you?
Inside run on 3rd and 8.
Look at that great shot by Art. Look at that.
So
it is just pouring out again.
Spash gives it to Krzyzewski again.
Just run, run, run.
Bulling his way across the 40 to the 41 or 2 for about 7 yards. Nothing fancy, Craig. It's an offensive lineman's dream, isn't it?
It is. You just
pound on the guy across from you.
I'm still trying to figure out how they picked up a first down. We must have missed something.
I thought he was down a good 2 yards before, but again,
they were moving the chains, so
our sight line's impaired by the windows being closed for the protection of our gear here. Here's a first down, though, across the 45 by Krzyzewski. And we start now to keep an eye on the clock as Spash eats up the ground and the first downs and the time. They're up 4. They're happy as can be with the texture of the game right now. Rain is falling down.
Just pouring again. I mean, this is arguably the hardest it's rained all night.
inside, guess what? Krzyzewski breaks one, tackle two. Look at him grind for 7 or maybe 8 to the 48 of Lincoln. Perfect scenario as that rain falls here at Southwood County 2000.
Second and 3. Ball's on the 48-yard line.
One thing, both the running backs from both sides, Milt, have done a real nice job. When they're about ready to have contact, you notice they put their other arm on the ball just because of the...
Wrap it up with two arms so it can't be squirted out of there.
And how many times have you, both in college and pro, at home, you yell, hang on to the ball,
oh, yeah.
you know, as they fumble. Or they run with it with one hand.
Wojak on the keeper, in trouble, down he goes.
Nice defense there.
Loss on the play. One of the big playmakers was number 74, Matthew Schooley.
Schooley's had a very nice game tonight.
So it now becomes a 3rd down and 4. First down is dead on the Lincoln 45, and Spash is going to be looking to run a couple of plays here for that first down. 9.5 minutes to go. Fourth quarter, Spash plus 4. Wojak turns, gives it to Krzyzewski. First down there, and 5 more as he goes to the Lincoln 40-yard line. Tackle made by Dylan Ashbeck from the secondary. Now this is becoming a big deal, Craig.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I was just thinking the same thing because the clock, although there's plenty of time left.
Oh, sure.
But you're just...
I don't think you want to get down, though, by more than one score at this point.
When you're running the ball and you're ahead, but like, I mean, they're tearing up 30 to 30 seconds or more every play.
It's Krzyzewski, head down, grinding for 3 to the Lincoln 37.
Because you're going to be under, well, you're under 8. You're at about 8:30, pretty seconds here. And they're going to take all the time they can. I just hope you tip your chauffeur when they picks you up, Mel.
Oh, yeah.
When she does, right?
Took her out to dinner last night,
Did
Craig.
you? Wow.
Yep, absolutely. Second down, we're going to call it 8. Krzyzewski, 35, just inside the 35-yard line.
And we're at 8 minutes, Mel.
And 8 minutes to go.
Yeah, Milt, you know how to live. You go out to dinner and then get 2 file cabinets.
But I can't get into my truck.
Well, wait, they're in your truck, right? But you can't get them out?
No, they're in the garage. I can't get them in the house is what I can't get them in. All right, 3rd down and 5. This is a pretty big play, huh? Wojak, did he keep it? He's got it. He is taken down short of the first down.
I thought the ball was out. Well, they're obviously going this time, but what do we have, Milt? About 4th and 2 or 3? Well, they moved it
closer
back.
to 3. The
they
first
actually
down
moved the ball.
is right at the 30-yard line.
The one official went to the sideline to get a dry football, and his partner literally just threw the ball and almost got him in the back. I'm guessing the officials are pretty soaked by now, too, aren't they?
Oh, man. Don't you know it. 4th down. Almost 4. First down's right at the 30. You know what they're going to do. Krzyzewski fight. Oh, did that last lunge get? No, it did not. They mark him down at the 31-yard line.
Lincoln held.
Lincoln will get it on downs with 6:39 to go. In a heavy rain and down by 4. A lot of your goals on the line right here, Craig. I don't know we're going to see a bigger point in the regular season than we have right now. Spash 21 and Lincoln 17, and 6:39 remaining in the 4th quarter as the Raiders take over. They are 5-2. They lead the VFA West. Heavy, heavy rain now. Coombs, some open area to the 37-yard line. 6 yards on first down for Nash Coombs.
That's a 6-yard gain for Nash.
Second down and 4.
You just wonder if you could dare risk a
pass play
that nobody in the stands would even know is coming. Don't know. Got good receivers out there, especially number 3.
Pilot,
oh,
no.
Nice block
to
there.
the 40-yard line. Again,
Boy.
it's Coombs.
Nash Coombs got absolutely pounded at the end there.
Third down and 1.5 yards with 5:50 to go in the fourth quarter. Each team with its full allotment of 3 timeouts. Oh, who's got it? Coombs, and no first down or a first down. Very, very
it's
close.
Hard to tell.
Right at the marker.
That brings it to a 4th down for the Red Raiders.
And
they already turned it.
Going to say it's 4th down and 1 yard.
Boy, I thought it was.
Wow.
Didn't you think it was closer than that? No.
I did. Yeah, I sure did. And so
I was watching the linesmen on that. In fact, they're all kind of wondering here. I'm guessing Lincoln is asking for a measurement.
In inches or a first down. They're going to measure. They'll bring in the chain gang from the far side.
Which is a very smart play. Not only are you doing that, but you're also getting some rest.
Rain pelting the field here.
What do we have? 5:27, no. Great camera shot.
Art's going to get you right in there to take a look at this one. By golly, it's a first down.
Did get it.
We got that one, Craig. Now that's a well asked for measurement. Anything could have happened on that snap, or a back could have slipped. Any number of things could have happened. So huge first down for the Raiders. They're at their own 41 with 5.5 minutes to go in the fourth. Spash is up by 4. And again, right now, a heavy rain.
Just your typical Spash Rapids football game, isn't it, Mel?
Coombs.
Oh, nice run.
Midfield. Another first down. No, is that Pilot? It's Pilot, 28. I beg your pardon.
It should be a first down.
And it's a first down at the Spash 48.
That's the Lincoln High School Red Raider first down. Ball's on the 48-yard line.
Come on, don't waste no time. Let's go.
First down play. Pilot. 45. Grinding to the 43. Was that a late hit? Nope, they say not. Pilot got hit up around the helmet while he was on the ground, but they do not rule that to be a penalty. And so it's a pickup of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. Lincoln has advanced it to the Spash 43. Remember now, Spash leads this one by 4.
Yes. Oh, almost jumped again.
Pilot going
nice
right.
Play.
First down. First down at the 35-yard line with 4 minutes and 22 seconds to go. Again, both teams have their full allotment of 3 timeouts in the half. You're watching coverage live on Solaris Channel 3, Charter Channel 985, Wisconsin Rapids Community Media.com, and the Wisconsin Rapids Community Facebook live stream. Great game that we have the chance to bring you tonight. At the 35 of Spash, Lincoln goes 1st and 10.
Oh man.
Is that a loose football?
Loose. Oh.
Spash believes they have it. They are celebrating. There is no signal yet from the official.
Lincoln has it.
Lincoln got it back.
Boy,
and how big a play will that turn out to be?
You couldn't tell if he was just decked on the thing or if the ball came out.
with 3:45. We mark that play as being a big one.
Oh, man. That's a game changer there.
2nd and 12.
And man, is it raining.
Pouring now, just pelting
pouring
down.
You can barely see the field out there.
For the final moments of this game. Pilot trying to go through the middle. Has a short gain that the near line judge says made the 32-yard line.
That's the other big problem on that fumble, Milt. You lost so much ground.
3rd and 8.
And what, 8? Yeah. And we're just at 3 minutes, Milt. Obvious 2-down territory, but
would they dare throw the football?
I don't know if you could see the receiver. That's the other problem. Sure looks like they're going to try it.
Movement by, I think the back.
Lincoln,
maybe.
You think?
Yeah, motion against Lincoln. Will turn a 3rd and 8 into a 3rd and 12.
You can almost tell what's going on by listening to which side of the field yells. You notice that, Milt?
Yeah, absolutely. 2:45 for the game.
And the clock is running. What do we have, Milt? 2:40-ish?
Yep, 2:40 exactly.
And you can hear multiple times the Rapids fans saying, "You don't have the time. Go, go, go!" Boy, is it pouring out there.
Pilot slips, gathers himself, goes down.
That's a big
at the line of scrimmage.
That is a slick turf now.
Look at that. 4th down, 13 with 2:11 to go. Heavy rains pelting.
What do you call here, Milt?
Boy, I don't know, Craig.
Won't you take a timeout, maybe?
You've got 3.
Yeah.
Why not? 2 minutes to go in the game. Why not take a timeout and get everybody all lined up for this 4th down play? They're going to throw it long down the far side, and Westfall goes up. It's incomplete at the 20, and Spash celebrates with 1:49. Now, here's the one advantage you got. You can call timeouts after each one of the Spash plays and hope to get the ball back with about 1.5 minutes to go, but there's no doubt that was a huge turning point in the football game.
And we can't really tell, but didn't that look like the ball, just a wet football slipped a little bit because he didn't get anywhere near where he wanted to throw that. And
I know you have to throw, but how can you get a grip on the ball in these conditions, Craig?
It's been raining, but this is as heavy as we've had all night long.
Pouring down rain. So 1:49, but remember Lincoln has 3 timeouts. So that will take, the first 3 plays will take up about 20 seconds or so. Handoff. Whoa, they got to get him on the ground though. Krzyzewski fights all the way up to the 44-yard line, which is a gain of 6.
And Lincoln does take their first timeout.
And Lincoln uses that first timeout. Oh boy.
Oh, I was looking at a Lincoln player, but I think it was just a headgear. Just had maybe a chin strap. I thought he came out. And
no injury then, Craig. Well, this does not affect the Raiders, of course. There's Garrett Wernick, who we talked about being injured earlier. Left leg for Garrett. You can see that he's got that knee all wrapped up. Walking quite gingerly. 1:42 for the game. Spash leads by 4. They've got it 2nd down and 4. Lincoln's got to stop them on now what might be 3 downs, Craig, because of the
absolutely, Mel.
The down and distance. Could it be
Spash is just going to take all the time they can here.
Turnover miracle that Lincoln needs on a wet night? It is not.
Man.
Instead, it's the first down that Krzyzewski breaks. Cross midfield to the Lincoln 45, and now barring a turnover, Spash will have come in, won the River Jug, and earned the upset victory over Lincoln. Timeouts taken with 1:36. One timeout left for Lincoln, but first and 10 for Spash.
At the Rapids. One timeout left for the Rapids.
And we sure hope folks, including us, walk slowly because
Oh,
the
man.
stands get
Yep.
very slippery.
Yep, these metal bleachers will be slick tonight. Got to just be really careful. Everybody heading down. Some of those folks are heading out now. This is a tough one for the Lincoln faithful. Really tough loss tonight. They had a 14-0 lead, a 17-7 lead, and on this rainy October 6th, Spash, unless they turn it over here, is going to.
Oh,
There's a
almost did.
bobble. Woyak. This goes down. He maybe would have been better served to Neal as
Yeah,
soon as he recovered it instead of
And
trying to run.
Lincoln did take their last time out, Mel.
With a minute 31.
For a loss of 2.
But it's 2nd and 12,
Yeah, and they'll just.
so they now can.
Would you even? Why do you risk even being in the shotgun, Mel?
No, I don't know. You know, this is victory formation time, by and large. The River Jug heads north, and homecoming the dance is tomorrow night, so be all kinds of couples taking pictures along the river tomorrow. Craig, at homecoming and prom, the river's filled with picture takers.
Be a beautiful day for that.
He said facetiously. 2nd down and 12.
You don't want to go out and jump in that long jump pit, Mel?
Nope.
Oh, you don't.
Chesky driving, fighting, goes to the 41, and no opportunity for Lincoln to stop the clock. A minute 20 to go. Well, we've got more football coming your way. We'll cover all the remaining regular season games on a tape-delayed basis for Assumption, who has Owen Withy and Thorpe to go and playoff dreams of their own. Lincoln goes to 5-3 now and faces their longtime rivals from Schofield, DC Everest, next Friday night, the 13th here. Koszewski, they're trying to get it out from behind. He hung on to it, Craig,
Yeah, boy.
at the 40.
I mean, I couldn't care, but I just don't know why you run things like that.
35 seconds, one more snap.
Because you're
and
going to
this one will
snap
be
it,
over.
and even if you take a delay of game, Mel,
On the 40-yard line.
because they're going to, even if they would turn the ball over, Lincoln would get, what, about 3 seconds,
Yeah.
if that?
Yeah.
Spash is just going to stay right where they are, aren't they?
Will they get a 5-yard penalty here before the time's out? 12 seconds is on
And
the
then
clock.
snap it and kneel, right?
Yeah. Well, the clock will stop at the
Yeah.
whistle because of the change of possession. So 5 seconds. They'll go up to the line. They'll snap it, and or
Because
they.
it'll be 4th down, right?
Yeah, it is 4th and 5. I don't think you dare punt it
No,
for fear of
yeah, because why wouldn't you just,
the Michigan State miracle against Michigan, right?
don't you just snap it and kneel and let the clock run out?
So Craig, why is it raining the heaviest it's rained all night just when we want to go to our cars?
I don't know.
Man,
We just,
raining hard right now. So will Lincoln get one more play? That's the question.
that's
Well, the ball will be snapped, and as soon as the official, maybe he'll just go backwards with it. I don't know what'll happen
just
here.
run out the clock, right?
Now they're going to run it wide. 3, 2, 1. Game's over. Game's over. Spash wins the River Jug in the upset victory. Here they come.
To get the
Art,
jug.
come on over to get the jug here, right down here. Watch him come and get the River Jug.
Oh, there it is, right there.
And they get it, and off they go with the River Jug. And that's hard for the Lincoln
Great shot.
folks to
Art.
have their
We
sideline
didn't see
stormed.
it down there. Yeah, I was probably under the tent.
Cole Wright, number 70, gets over to get the river jug for Spash. Man, Craig, they knew right where that thing was. Spash knew right where it was and where to get it. All right, they celebrate. They earned it with a 14-point second half. Lincoln, heartbreaking loss here tonight. David Ballerstein is our live producer and engineer. Our videographer is Art Nepgetzik. He also does post-production work for the taped broadcast. I'm Milt Van Atta, along with Craig Tim. It's been our pleasure to watch it with you. Please watch for more prep football on Wisconsin Rapids Community Media.